I was really going to try not to say anything about this Harvard situation, but some of the takes are so bad. I'm going to give you a few things. Look, I'm sure nobody wants a 2-hour video from me on this. It's pretty much, I could fill that time. So I'm just going to go through 4 main points. And if anybody's interested in me elaborating on any of those points, let me know. But here's 4 things I think you need to know about this situation with Harvard University in conflict with the Trump administration. Number 1, the federal government isn't just giving Harvard University money. That's not how it works. This isn't a charity. It's not a gift. This is money that the government is paying for services that Harvard University is performing. It's an exchange, right? The government pays money. Harvard University does things that the government finds to be valuable in exchange for that money that they give. Number 2, Harvard University, in some ways throughout this narrative, seems like it's standing in for all colleges and universities in the U.S. Let me tell you, nothing can be further from the truth. It's a very unique place, not only in terms of the amount of money it has and the age of the institution and the prestige. The way they function is completely different than 99% of the institutions of higher education across the United States. So don't get confused. Even if you're frustrated about what you are hearing about Harvard University, don't get confused and extrapolate that back to all colleges and universities, because it just isn't accurate. Number 3, a college endowment isn't a savings account. Too many of the takes that I'm seeing, or even the conversations I'm hearing in mass media, are suggesting that this $50 billion is just sitting there in an account and Harvard could use that for operating expenses. That's not how endowments work. Some of it isn't liquid, but even that which is designed for certain things that the donors over the years have designated that money to go for. Harvard isn't allowed 2 things. Number 1, they're not allowed to take more than a certain percent. No institution is, without a court order, right? So there's laws about how much you can pull from an endowment without a court order. And you can look back and see there are schools that are struggling that have asked courts to allow them to take more in the recent years because they're struggling. So they're not even allowed to take more than they're expected to. And number 2, the money that is designated has to be used for the thing that it's designated for. It's a bad sentence, but you know what I'm saying. And finally, at least for now, number 4, we hear a lot about the indirects, right? This is the money that the government gives to institutions when they receive a competitive grant that is above and beyond the direct money that is used to carry out the grant. Lots of folks have talked meaningfully about what this is, but let me tell you that the federal government is getting a great deal. It sounds like it's not, because it sounds like you're paying 60% over what it actually costs to run a particular experiment. But if you think about what the government would have to pay to set up laboratories, to set up research facilities, and to pay researchers, not graduate students who are willing to work for less money because we're getting trained, etc. But if you think about setting up labs and research facilities all across the country to do all the work that colleges and universities have been doing for discovery, new discoveries, the government is getting a really good deal on indirects. We're either going to pay way more for the same output with a completely different structure, or we're just going to stop discovering. Those are the choices if we cut the indirects. So that's it. If you've watched this long, I don't know what's the matter with you. But if you want to know more, put something in the comments and I'll elaborate. But there's just so many bad takes on what's happening with the Harvard situation out there. So please be careful in terms of what you're hearing and what you believe.